Well, good evening and hello there, everyone. I'm William Brantley from the University Village Apartments on Walker Road in the North Jackson, Tennessee area, ready to share with you yesterday's and today's climate summary and give you a forecast for the next few days shortly. Turned out to be a fairly decent day. Had some sunshine, a little warm. A few clouds moving through in the evening, but I'm not expecting any rain tonight. Most of the rain is to our north at this time. There's some light rain to our north, here in Jackson, that is. By north, I mean on up toward Kentucky and Missouri, but it's moving east. So I believe the rain's going to miss us. Barely. I'll explain that to you shortly. Otherwise, just a few clouds around. They'll probably be around to around daybreak, and then the skies should become fairer for the rest of Saturday and Sunday. Alrighty, let's take a look at yesterday's climate summary first. Looks like here in North Jackson, yesterday's low was 40 degrees. Yesterday's high was 67 degrees. I had 7-inch rainfall here in North Jackson yesterday. I believe Bemis and South Jackson on B Street had 0.2 inch of rain, 0.20 inch there. Alright, yesterday's warmest high was 67 degrees yesterday here in North Jackson and at the National Weather Service Forecast Office in Memphis, while the lowest temperature for West Tennessee was 40 degrees, and that occurred right here in North Jackson. So we had both of them, lowest and the highest, and shared it with the National Weather Service on the highest temperature for yesterday. Alrighty, yesterday's highest wind gust was 17 miles per hour out of the north at 6:05 p.m. Now today's climate data as of 7 p.m. Running a little late again, but at least I'm here. Everything's caught up, I suppose. It was mostly cloudy at 7 p.m. and the temperature has dropped down to 49 degrees here in North Jackson. The dew point was 36 degrees. The humidity was at 61%. The wind was calm, and the barometric pressure was 30.17 inches of mercury. Now today's low temperature here in North Jackson was 34 degrees. The high was 64 degrees. Yeah, got kind of nice. 64 is not too bad. It made it up to there here in Jackson, North Jackson. No rain today, either here or in Bemis. The lowest relative, just a little early. The lowest humidity would be 39% today, and that occurred at 2 and 3 p.m., while the highest would be 82%, and that was at 6 and 7 a.m. this morning. The lowest barometric pressure today was 30.17 inches of mercury, and that occurred at 4, 6, and 7 p.m. The highest would be 30.27 inches, and that occurred at 9 and 10 a.m. this morning. Today's highest wind gust was 12 miles per hour out of the east at 9:46 a.m. Alrighty. Today's records for December 1st. Yeah, that's right. Today's the first day of December. Welcome to December, everyone. December 1st, 2017. Yes, today's hot records for December 1st. If I can get my mind thinking here. Was 75 degrees. Was the hottest high in 1982. The coldest low would be 36 degrees in 1974, while the warmest low would be 60 degrees in 1982, and the coldest low would be 16 degrees in 1964. Now today's rainfall record would be 1.46 inches in 1991, and we did have a little bit of snow today. Back in 1974, had 0.1 of snow, 300ths melted, and that would be maybe eighth of an inch, a real light amount. But we did have some though, and again that happened in 1974, 0.1 on the snowfall. Alrighty, I think that's it for the basic stats. Let me go through a few graphs, and that'll be it for tonight, I guess. I'm going to show you some of these clouds that are moving through. They're not super thick looking, so they're just enough just slow the temperature from falling down tonight. They're going to kind of keep the temperatures sort of steady, or not falling down dramatically. Let me get the camera over here so you can see it a little bit better. There you see them as of 8:30 Jackson, Tennessee time, 35 minutes ago or so. Looks like West Tennessee is going through a few different clouds. Cloudy at the moment, but there's a small break there between here and Memphis, and a few more west of the Mississippi River, and a few over in East Tennessee. Now you see it there. Alrighty, let's branch on off to the region, Southeast Regional. See what it looks like. A little bit better view of the clouds. Southeast don't look too bad, not really. The heaviest cloud is going through West Tennessee now, a few over in eastern Arkansas, some up there in Missouri, and they're all moving east. But there's a little bit of clearing over there in western Arkansas and Oklahoma. Some of that's moving our way as well. Alrighty, let's go on out to the nation. And it looks not too terribly bad. That area of clouds in the general area of the Mid-South. Some clearing over there in the Plains states that we'll be getting into. Those clouds down there in Texas, they may be moving east, but they're probably going to stay south of us, like down in Mississippi and Louisiana. That's just the thinking, I think, right now. Of course, there's some clouds up there in the Great Lakes and out in Idaho, and you see there are other areas where it's cloudy and where it isn't. Florida is in good shape down there for the most part. Got a few clouds there in the northern sections, but no big deal. Alrighty. What's next? I believe it's the, gotta go to the radar. I almost forgot. Almost went to the current surface mount without checking the radar. My goodness, I'm getting in a hurry. I don't need to though, not that big of a hurry. There you see the rain north of us. Now the radar is showing it a pretty good cluster, sort of rain. Let me see. And it looks like it's moving due east. Yeah, see that rain in Missouri? It's moving due east, so don't be surprised if you live north of Jackson tonight, like Dyersburg, Union City, on up into Kentucky, maybe Martin, Paris, and all those areas, that you might see a few sprinkles toward midnight, but the hour should be over with before 3 a.m. I doubt we'll have anything here in Jackson. I don't think it's going to come that far south. But if you have a few sprinkles in the northern portions of West Tennessee and up in western Kentucky, don't be too surprised. Around midnight, maybe an hour or two after. I'd say between 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. just to be sure. Alright, let's see what the region looks like. Make sure ain't nothing else out there. And it looks, that really looks like it, really. Yeah. That's the only area that we might have to worry about having a few sprinkles or a brief light rain shower, and be from that. And it appears to be moving pretty much due east. It might tag West Tennessee real quick like I said, between about 11 p.m. to maybe 2 a.m., but that'd be it. And that may be stretching it a little bit there. Looks like the weather's good over in most of Tennessee. East Tennessee looks good. I know somebody over there taking some vacation time over in Gatlinburg. I hope they have the best time of their life while they're over there. I think Gatlinburg is reviving from that horrible fire that they had last year. I think they're recovering pretty nicely from what I understand. Alright, let me go zoom on out to the nation and see what it looks like. Yeah, that's that one little piece of rain, if you can call it that, in Missouri moving east that might give a few sprinkles to northern West Tennessee. And a heavier precipitation is coursing up around the Great Lakes and Wisconsin, and looks like it might be snowing up there right around the western side of Lake Superior and northern Minnesota maybe, and possibly out in Washington State and spots out there. But other than that, the country looks fairly dry. Alrighty. Let me get a focused look on that one real quick. Alright, I guess I'm ready for now for the current weather map. Current surface map. Thank you, AccuWeather. No, I'm sorry, not AccuWeather. Weather Channel. My goodness. Pardon me for getting that off so far. Alright, let me take this over so you can see it a little bit better. I think that's correct. Yeah, here we go. This is the latest map from the Weather Channel. I didn't mean to give AccuWeather that credit accidentally, for this one at least. And that's as of 9:14 Eastern Time, about an hour ago. And there you see that little rain there, southern Missouri. There's a warm front to our west out there toward Texas Panhandle. And there you see the other lows and highs and fronts and where they're at. And really, that's about it as far as the nation goes. Alrighty, I guess I'll move on to the I call the readout forecast or detailed forecast. I keep forgetting the word. I use the word detailed because I put the moonrise, moonset, sunrise, sunset, all that in with it. That doesn't mean I'm predicting the sun to set or arise at that time. That's the time it actually arises. There is no prediction to the sun and moon. That's a set time there. The forecast is, of course, a best estimation as possible, but I think you know all that, though. For the remainder of tonight, I'm going to go ahead and call it very cloudy conditions for the West Tennessee and Jackson area. For the rest of tonight, maybe 20% chance of an isolated shower going through northern West Tennessee near midnight, but maybe lasting a couple hours maybe, and then be gone. And then be just very cloudy till about sunrise, and then it should become fair toward sunrise Saturday morning and for the rest of the day on Saturday, of course. Let me see, the sun set tonight at 4:42 p.m. and be rising tomorrow morning at 6:47 a.m. and be setting tomorrow evening at 4:42 p.m. I might have mentioned once before, we are at the earliest sunset period, and it'll be starting to change back here in a few days to the other way. Thank goodness. Slowly but surely gaining time. But right now, we're at the earliest sunset, period. Saturday looks like it's going to be very cloudy. Well, I already mentioned that. Till sunrise, then becoming fair. The low should be about 36 degrees tomorrow morning. Tomorrow's high should be about 66 degrees. So it'll be a fairly pleasant day once the sun comes out around daybreak. And it should have west winds at about 5 to 10 miles per hour tomorrow. The sun rises at 6:47 a.m., sets tomorrow evening at 4:42 p.m. Now the moon will be setting tomorrow morning at 4:10 a.m. and be rising tomorrow afternoon at 4:21 p.m. and be setting Sunday morning at 5:19 a.m. Alrighty. Now, speaking of Sunday, looks like it's going to be fair skies with a low near 39 degrees, a high of 68 degrees, with east winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. So we got a fairly decent weekend coming up with highs both days in the mid-60s to almost 70 degrees. That's nice. And we'll have east winds at 10 to 20. Then by Monday, it'll be fair once more. Monday and Tuesday is probably going to be the rainy days, the next chance anyways. Monday's going to be fair, well, most of the days is going to be fair. It's going to be fair to sunset. And then it's going to become mostly cloudy with an 80% chance for some rain. With a low near 46 and a high of 70. Whoa, it's going to be nice Monday. With south winds at 15, gusting to 25 miles per hour. Might be a little windy. And the full moon, by the way, is complete on Monday the 4th. Now on Tuesday, the 5th, it looks like it's going to be mostly cloudy with a 90% chance for some more rain till sunset. And then remaining mostly cloudy till around midnight, Tuesday night, then becoming fair. With a low near 55 and a high of 58. So low and high is not going to go very far on Tuesday. Low of 55 and a high of 58 with north winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Now let me see what's after that. Mostly fair skies. Let me see if I can lower this down a little bit more. There we go. Now I can move it better. Let's see, what did I say? Mostly fair skies. Wednesday and Thursday. Yeah, Wednesday and Thursday of next week with a low near 30. I didn't give you that. No, I hadn't. Low of 33 Wednesday morning. A high of 45 degrees. With north winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. By next Thursday, it's going to start getting kind of cold in the mornings for a couple of days. Thursday morning, fair skies, low near 27, high of 45, with northwest winds at 10 to 20. And a little bit of into next weekend, fair skies next Friday with low of 26, high of 43, with west winds at 10 to 20. Next Saturday, December 9th, mostly clear, low near 24, high of 45, with west wind at 10 to 20. And next Sunday, December the 10th, so next Sunday week, December the 10th, mostly clear with low near 25 and high of 50 with north winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. So it'll be kind of chilly next weekend, but it does look like the temperatures has warmed up a touch from what they were last night. It was looking like lows down almost near 20 degrees by next Friday and Saturday and Sunday, but they warmed up a little bit. If you can call 24 degrees warming up, that is, it still won't be chilly, but a lot better this weekend. So we got one good weekend this weekend of decent temperatures, and it's going to cool down. But if you remember, the high by next, even though it's going to be chilly next weekend, with lows right around 24, 25 degrees. By Sunday the 10th, the high is going to be 50. So it's going to start warming up a little bit toward the following week, it looks like. Alright, once again, very cloudy skies tonight. till about sunrise. Then becoming fair tomorrow with a low near 36 and a high tomorrow of 66 with west winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And remember, the sun rises at 6:47 a.m. and sets at 4:42 p.m. tomorrow. The moon rises at 4:21 p.m. tomorrow afternoon and sets at 5:19 a.m. Sunday morning. And the moon sets tomorrow morning at 4:10 a.m. All right. I think that's it for tonight, my friends. I appreciate you tuning in and putting up with me and listening to my report. And I hope it was very handy for you. And I enjoyed sharing it with you. And I hope to get a chance to share it with you again tomorrow night. And until then, have a good night, everybody. Sweet dreams. And I hope you have a blessed Saturday, December the 2nd. 2017. Goodbye and God bless.